Hi, it's Jan here. Welcome to video number 4, which is about start to be able to see your star, or at least have a perception of your star. And let's start by, I hope that you have already printed out the star, which has been in the earlier descriptions also. But if you have not, then just take on a blank piece of paper, and we start by drawing the star from the top, and we draw like that. Go here, go here, go here, and go here. We start from the top because the top is path. Path is the way that we are walking, the path of our life. And we come into this life from the universe through our mothers first, of course, our universal mother's womb, but then of course our own mother's womb. Second, we have the purpose. When I'm pointing, of course, it's left and right is different for you, but on my right side is purpose. And when we come into this life, we have a purpose. We might not see it apart from, okay, I'm going to be a human being. We might not see it from the beginning. We might not experience exactly what it is and understand it fully what it is in the beginning. One of the purposes of this journey that I'm taking you on, called the Star Path, is to make you realize more about what am I here for? What is the reason? What do I have to do? Who do I have to be? Who am I actually? Maybe that's the most important question, first of all. So number 3 is actually, we had number 1, number 2, number 3, which is actually our planet. So that is about how do I contribute, or what is it that I'm supposed to contribute with to this planet, to Mother Earth, to where we live, to where we create our life, to where we create our love and our happiness, to where we get our love, to live from God. I'm using God in the expression here because I truly believe that there is a higher source that actually is taking care of us all and guiding us through our lives in ways we don't always understand, but when we start to understand it, it makes a lot much easier. Doesn't mean that it's easy. Life is not easy. Life goes up and down and cross and everything. But I'm mentioning God here as, you can call it the universe, the divine. You can call it anything you want. I call it God, the prime creator, because I believe it's always present. And one of the pieces that I'm going to help you to see is also that God is already there in you, with you all the time, as a diamond, as a crystal, in your deepest, deepest heart. Not necessarily the physical one, but the etheric, the esoteric, the metaphysical one. Anyway, we go back to that at a later time. So we go then from the planet, we go over to the people. And the people is about, okay, who am I, first of all? And who are the people in my soul group, in other groups that I actually, the teams that I need to work with to fulfill my purpose? The purpose is given, let's put it like that. But how we are going to live it is very much also up to our free will. So when we decide and find out, well, how am I actually going to contribute to the world, to the planet? how am I actually going to contribute with these people and to these people to fulfill my purpose and also sometimes fulfill their purpose at the same time. And the last one, practice, is actually about, okay, so what am I actually going to do? How am I going to plan it out? How am I going to go through it in life? What is the rhythms I need? What is the mentality I need? What is the spiritual intelligence and mental intelligence and emotional intelligence that I need to work on to get it done? All the things that I'm here for. But you can imagine this is not an easy task, but it gives us direction. That's the star. It's a compass. It's a realization. Oh, now I understand more of why I'm here. And we will get to the steps about in detail that you are able to communicate with yourself initially and also communicate with others after. What are you actually here for? If you have already read the Live and Love book, you know that in chapter 3 we are presenting and describing how to build your star, and my star is there as an example. It doesn't mean that it's like, now it's there. It means it takes some time to get to that point, but we are right now in this program you're in the starting point of helping you to see that and to direct yourself into the life that you want and are willing to live based on why you're here. So those are kind of the 5 peaks. I call it P's because it's also peaks of the star, and that makes it easier to remember. But the reason for this specific video is to give you a first flavor of how do you think you live your path? How do you think you live your purpose? How do you think you fulfill your obligations related to the planet? How do you think that you are actually able to be part of the community that you're in and the people that has around you and so on? What is your behavior and so on? And how do you practice your life? And it's kind of a self-introspection that we now are going to give you the tools for. And in the descriptions, in the video, but also in the book, is actually some guiding questions for you so that you can start rating the star as you see it yourself right now, based on, let's call it limited knowledge, limited goal setting in the sense of that, but also, so basically it's a question of, okay, what do I feel? How do I feel it's going? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it awful? Is it amazing? So the perception of your own life is very important. So be true to yourself as much as you feel you can. It's only your own personal description or ratings that you are making. But the key is actually to have, I will just turn the video a little around here if I can. Let me just see how we do that actually. Okay, I cannot do that when I'm on at the same time, obviously. I'm sorry about that. So what I actually will ask your guide as you are in process with is to help you to draw up the star, and then on the star peaks to have 5 points. So what we do now is actually to guide you through the questions where on each peak you point out with a rating between 1 to 5, how do I think I'm doing in this? And as it is a perception, it doesn't mean that it needs to be perfect. It means that it's your sense of how it looks like. And you do that on all 4 based on 3 questions for each peak, which means that you get 3 numbers, 3 ratings per peak. So at the end, when we are finished with all the questions, we divide per peak by 3 to give you a higher, aggregated peak rating or P rating. And you point that into your star that you have written. And basically, what you are building there is kind of a spider web. How does it look like for me? What do I want to change if I knew how to change it? So where am I basically in my life right now? That's the first acquaintance, I would say, with the star, because you have read maybe in the Living Love book, but now you are starting to use it for you, right? That's basically it. I hope that you will get that rolling, because that's a good practice for the next couple of videos where we are going deeper into, so what actually is your existing star from the inside out, and not as we have done now from the outside in. I thank you for this time. I hope it has not been too confusing, but basically this is the process, and in the instructions and the descriptions into the video you will see all the questions that I'm talking about, and you will also have an explanation and a description of how to do it. I look forward to see you again, and I'm sending all my love to you and blessings for trusting yourself and your own self-evaluation in this time. Thank you very much. See you soon again.